Welcome back, my dear students. Today, first of all, we will talk about types of plants that possess unisexual flowers. उसके बाद हम floral symmetry डिस्कस करेंगे एंड फाइनली हम बात करेंगे ओवरी की पोजीशन ऑफ ओवरी की. ओके, तो मैं आपको पहले याद दिला दूँ, हम फ्लावर की मॉर्फोलॉजी डिस्कस कर रहे हैं और पिछले वाले पार्ट में हमने देखा था देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ फ्लावर्स. एक को हम बोलेंगे यूनिसेक्सुअल और यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर्स, और दूसरे को हम बोल सकते हैं बाइसेक्सुअल फ्लावर्स या हर्माफ्रोडाइट फ्लावर्स. सो देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ फ्लावर्स. एक को हम बोलेंगे यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर जिसमें इधर मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट होगा या फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट होगा, और दूसरे को हम बोल सकते हैं बाइसेक्सुअल फ्लावर और हर्माफ्रोडाइट फ्लावर, एंड दैट फ्लावर possesses both male and female reproductive parts. Okay, now the plants can be divided into two different categories on the basis of the unisexual flowers they possess. Okay, so plants can be divided into two categories: monoecious plants and diecious plants. So in case of monoecious plants, both male and female flowers are found. They are present on the same plant. They are present on the same individual. ये एक प्लांट है, इसमें मेल फ्लावर भी प्रेजेंट है, फीमेल फ्लावर भी प्रेजेंट है. इन स्पीशीज़ को हम बोल सकते हैं मोनोइशियस. अगर हम जिम्नास्पर्म्स की बात करेंगे, पाइनस पाइनस में मेल कोन्स और फीमेल कोन्स एक ही प्लांट पे प्रेजेंट होते हैं. तो अगर हम एंजियोस्पर्म्स की बात करेंगे, क्यूकरबिट्स जिनमें कुकम्बर भी आता है. ओके, क्यूकमस स्टैवस. क्यूकमस स्टैवस में क्या होता है, एक ही प्लांट पे आप दोनों फ्लावर्स पाओगे, मेल फ्लावर भी फीमेल फ्लावर भी. Okay, you can find both male and female flowers present on the same plant. In case of dioecious plants, male flowers and female flowers, they are separated on different individuals. They are present on different individuals. So staminate flowers are present on one plant and pistillate flowers are present on another plant. For example, here you can see this is a plant. It possesses male flowers, and this is another plant of the same species. It possesses only female flowers. Okay, एक पे मेल फ्लावर्स होंगे, दूसरे पे फीमेल फ्लावर्स होंगे. इसी प्लांट पे फीमेल फ्लावर्स कभी नहीं होंगे, याद रखना. दिस इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. इन केस ऑफ डाइशियस स्पीशीज, मेल and female flowers are present on different individuals, and example is that of cannabis stivus. Here you can see this one is already known to us. Okay, these plants, they are known as bisexual plants or hermaphrodite plants. They possess flowers having both male and female reproductive parts. Okay, while as in case of plants possessing unisexual flowers, they can be divided into two categories. पहली वाली कैटेगरी को हम बोलेंगे मोनोइशियस प्लांट्स और दूसरी वाली को हम बोलेंगे डाइशियस प्लांट्स. मोनोइशियस प्लांट्स में क्या होता है, मेल एंड फीमेल फ्लावर्स आर प्रेजेंट ऑन द सेम इंडिविजुअल. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं, दिस फॉर एग्जांपल रिप्रेजेंट्स मेल फ्लावर एंड दिस इज द फीमेल फ्लावर. दे आर प्रेजेंट ऑन द सेम इंडिविजुअल. दैट मीन्स सेक्स इज completed in same individual. While as in case of dioecious plants, male flower is present on, for example, this individual, and female flower is present on this individual, and you can say that sex is complete in two individuals. That's why it is known as dioecious. Okay, sex is not completed in the same individual, it is completed in two individuals. Now floral symmetry. Floral symmetry simply means whether and how a flower can be divided into two identical parts, two identical halves. Okay, and flowers in angiosperms, they have been divided into three types on the basis of their symmetry. The first one is actinomorphic or radial symmetry. So actinomorphic or radial symmetry means when a flower can be divided into two equal halves in any radial plane passing through the center. जब हम एक फ्लावर को दो हिस्सों में तकसीम कर सकते हैं थ्रू एनी प्लेन. ओके, एंड द एग्जाम्पल इज दैट ऑफ मस्टर्ड, datura and chili. The second one is zygomorphic, which is also known as bilateral symmetry. It means that a flower can be divided into two similar halves only in one particular vertical plane Example is that of pea, gulmohar, bean, and cassia. For example, this is a flower. It can be divided into two equal halves only in this plane. Okay, only one plane. And finally, asymmetric or irregular flowers. In this case, the flower cannot be divided into two similar halves by any vertical plane passing through the center. That means you cannot divide the you cannot divide the flower into two similar halves through any vertical plane passing through the center. Example is that of canna. Now you can see here, this is actinomorphic or radial symmetry. You can divide this flower into two equal halves through any plane. Okay, through any plane you can divide this into two equal halves. Now this is a zygomorphic or bilateral symmetry. You can divide this flower only by this plane. You can divide it into two equal halves only by this plane, and this is also known as bilateral symmetry. And finally, asymmetrical or irregular flowers. In this case, the flowers cannot be divided into two equal halves through any plane. They cannot be divided into two equal halves. Now the insertion of floral leaves, or you can say what is the position of ovary in a flower. The flowers are categorized or divided into three groups based on the position of the ovary. The first one is hypogynous, then we have perigynous, and finally epigynous. It's very simple. In case of hypogynous flowers, the thalamus is having a conical shape. This is thalamus. It is having a conical shape. Okay. The second feature of these flowers is ovary has superior position. जो ovary होती है, it has a superior position. Okay. And the rest of the floral whorls, they are inserted below the gynoecium. Here you can see these are sepals, these are petals, these are the stamens. They are positioned below the ovary. So in case of hypogynous ovary, the ovary hypogynous flowers, the ovary is superior, while as the rest floral organs, they are located below the ovary. Example is that of brinjal, mustard, China rose. Now the second one is perigynous. In this case, the thalamus, or you can say floral axis, it is cup shaped or saucer shaped. Here you can see this is the thalamus. It is cup shaped or saucer shaped, and the ovary is half superior and half inferior. Here you can see this is the position where other floral organs emerge, where they originate. This is sepal, this is petal, and these are stamens. They are not either below the ovary or above the ovary. Instead, they are at this position. That means the ovary is half superior and half inferior. The rest floral whorls, as I have already talked about, the rest floral whorls, they are inserted around the gynoecium. You can see they are inserted around the ovary or around the gynoecium. They are not either above or below. And finally, epigynous flowers. In this case, the thalamus grows upwards and encloses the ovary completely. This is thalamus. It grows upwards. It encloses the ovary completely at this point. Okay. And the ovary is having an inferior position. जो ovary होती है, it is having an inferior position. That means the other floral whorls, they are inserted above the gynoecium or above the ovary. These sepals, petals, and stamens, they are positioned above the ovary. So the epigynous flowers are those where the thalamus grows upwards and completely encloses the ovary. And in this case, the ovary has an inferior position because the rest floral organs like sepals, petals, and stamens, they are positioned above the gynoecium or above the ovary. And the example you can remember is that of sunflower and guava. So this is all about the insertion of floral leaves, or you can say the position of ovary. Okay, see you soon with a new lesson on flower morphology. Till then, take care and God bless you all.